Was Shannon Sharpe black excellence that just went to waste? And when I say black excellence, for those of you who may not know, within the black American culture, we had something called earlier abolition of slavery. There was something that was phrased by W.E.B. Du Bois, a very noted scholar, well-respected black scholar here in the United States. And he coined the best of black Americans as the talented 10th. And so over the years, certain media outlets, and especially like Essence magazines, Ebony, would always highlight what we would consider our talented 10th. Sometimes you may see it as like People magazine. It's like our People magazine 50 most beautiful people. And now in modern times, we encourage each other and we encourage our youth to use the phrase black excellence, because we know that within the United States, everything is really based on race. And so to be your best, at your best performance representing your group of people, we use the term black excellence, so that when you put something out, it is done with excellence and you are able to have a good image, put forth a good image for your people as an entirety. Now, I do consider Shannon Sharpe black excellence. Why? Because he has been able to reach certain heights even outside of his very successful NFL career. And he was able to create a path for himself that has been able to open up doors for other black men that's into media, endorsements, making your own brand, even his podcast. And he has accumulated quite amount of wealth. And his name is now known worldwide. But every time I see Shannon, he's in the allegations against him of people saying that his personal life, it is not up to the standard in comparison to his professional life. And he has lost so much money. You can marry and date whoever you want in different races, but my God, I mean, the amount of money, even with this new case and settlement that he had to pay out to this girl who don't even look like she would be the model type to work at Hooters. Seriously, look at their prototype. This is the prototype. Every time you see that girl, she can't just give you face shots. She got to give you face and booty shots, because the face is not giving. The face is not giving. And now there's that booty. But notice, a lot of her pictures, she can't just give face. She has to give booty and face. That means that you're trying to compensate for your physical features. But this is who he has given $23 million to. And I look back in his home, his state that he went to high school in, and developed his professional career to take him over to college sports and professional NFL. And they have a homelessness rate that has been very high since 2023. And I think to myself, I did a video over a few weeks ago, and I estimated even if he had paid out $10 million, he could have bought numerous homes for families that were in need and to help the homelessness, if you're just going to throw your money away. And then it's alleged that outside of this settlement money that he paid her, he had been giving her up to $250,000 for each encounter. All for her to insult you, telling you that she wants to have your big black baby, insulting you by now exposing your pillow talk to the world. And that's the thing. It's like, to me, I feel like that's why I say that is black excellence gone to waste, because now he's fired. That's a considerable amount of revenue that he is pulling in for income. Now you don't have that platform. All you can rely on now is your podcast. And hey, that's fine. But podcast makes money. Great. But I bet you it's not making that much money. Not in compared to ESPN money. And then I think about all of the other money that he has paid out to his ex-wife, to these other exes that look like spoiled milk. The only woman that I have seen him date outside of those women that you see in this image right here is Nicole Murphy. She is the only one that look like she should be on his arm. Okay? And not only that, she has her own money. She has her own money stemming all the way from her first marriage with, she has her own money and own notoriety stemming from her marriage with Eddie Murphy decades ago. I wish he would be more like a lot of these other football players and NBA players, that if you're going to get a woman and you're going to put your money on a woman, make your investment wisely. And why is it that as a black man, if you're going to date up? He told Monique, I don't want to date my age, after she gave him advice on who he should be making a relationship with. Someone who's mature, or even if she's a little younger, but someone who is more about serving her man's needs, someone who's a little bit more domesticated, because he has Southern roots. So he told her, I don't want to date my age, I want to date my wage. So that tells me that all of the money that you've made, you would be willing to invest it into stocks that their own community wouldn't deem as valuable. And you would take your money and pump it into them instead of pumping it into a school being built, a hospital being built, a clinic treatment center being built in your town. Something to show for besides a few trophies that you got. It is preposterous to me. And then I look at LeBron James and how he's married to a beautiful woman. Like I said, she didn't have to be white, but she's a beautiful woman, and she has been able to help raise his kids. And guess what? She looks just as good today as she did when they first got married. He has been able to establish a school, a charter school in his home state of Ohio. There's things that now when he looks back and his kids look back, he has a footprint. If you're going to get a woman, get something that makes sense if you want to date your wage. Because this ain't dating your wage. And this ain't dating your wage. And this ain't dating your wage. Keep going on and on and on. But I'm going to cut it there. Check out my other video I did about him and the possibility of, if he had paid out even just $10 million, how many homes he could have purchased. If you go back and look at my video list, you'll see. Because this is just ludicrous. Please let us strive for black excellence moving forward. And that means you don't owe your group of people anything, obviously. But it's just the integrity, especially since your base, again, it is Black American. The highest amount of views you got on your own podcast came from a Black American comedian, Cat Williams. So yeah, it's a little bit more dignified when your fan base or your support base sees that you're putting money into things that will leave a legacy for you, and not just throw your money down the drain on some flat, milky biscuits. Please share, like, and subscribe. And this time I'm going to ask you to be heavy on the share and subscribe. Thank you so much.